Tonight's episode is brought to you by Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/CAGcast and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 676. I'm your host, Cheapy D, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man with the plan to save Marvel's Avengers, Wombat.
Yeah, you mean the game, not the entire... Like, I didn't know the Avengers in general needed saving.
No, game is called Marvel's Avengers.
I figured it out when you brought in the Hawkeye reference. Does my hair look crazy? Because my hair's kind of crazy.
I don't know. You're so far away, we can't really tell.
Okay, good. Maybe I'm better off.
We don't even know that you're a wombat, really.
Okay. Whatever.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Right, that's the answer you were looking for.
Mm-hmm. I'm due for a haircut, as I get told every morning when I wake up.
Right.
You need a haircut. Thanks.
And then you say, actually, I need them all cut.
Yes. That's exactly what I say.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Shipwreck, how you doing?
I'm doing great. So it's a Wednesday. We're here.
That's how you know it's Wednesday.
Yep.
That's the only change in the weekly lineup.
And it's the same day as trash day for me. So
you only have one trash day?
Yeah, you have more than one trash day?
We have 2 trash days and recycling.
Why?
3 trash days.
Oh, it's because of all the rats.
No, what rats?
Is that 3 trash days and a recycling? So 4 days total?
No, one of the trash days is also a recycling day.
Okay, so yeah. So same with me. 3 trash days. 2 trash, 1 recycling.
No. 3 trash days and one of the trash days also is a recycle day.
Oh, so they'll take trash and recycling?
Yes.
Oh, okay. In my town, it's recycling only that day.
All you need to do is just pay some of the highest taxes in the country, and you too can have. I was going to say,
I'm
garbage pickup days.
Trash multiple days a week instead of just every Wednesday when I roll out my recycling and my trash.
I have Mondays for recycling. I got Tuesdays for trash, and I got Fridays for trash.
I mean, don't you accumulate a lot of trash over the course of the week? I feel like how many trash cans do you have?
They're provided by the.
I know, but how many are you filling up for your week?
We fill up 1 trash can and 2 recycling cans.
See, I'm not,
and 3 dumpsters.
I don't get a neighborhood provided trash can.
We get a recycle bin. I
do get the recycle bin, but I don't. I have 2 recycle bins, and I have like 4 trash cans.
Right.
We make a lot of trash in this house.
I figure like the more people you have, the more trash you make. So we don't.
I guess it makes sense.
Anyway, trash talk. Welcome
to Trash Talk.
I had no idea that there was more than one trash day a week.
Dude, welcome, man. Welcome to the high life.
Yeah, welcome to Long Island, really.
And I don't know what else to say about our garbage collectors.
Yeah.
But they do come 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it snows.
Good people.
Oh, wait. Someone made a good point. Oh, sorry. Trash. I didn't have the full trash from the trash can, but we almost got there. Anyway, is it too early to start talking about video games? Because as you saw during the introduction, I was wearing a VR helmet. Wombat didn't see it, probably.
I saw it. I knew you bought the thing. I didn't know you already had it. I thought you ordered it online and were waiting for it.
I bought it and then it came the next day.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
I did not know that.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all exactly what happened.
What did you get?
I got the Oculus Quest 2 because I watched a video from Table Tennis Daily, which is like sort of semi-pro table tennis players who have a YouTube channel. And the guy reviewed this game called 11 Table Tennis on the Oculus Quest 2 and basically said it's incredibly realistic in terms of the physics of the game. And when a guy at that high level of play says that, you can trust that it's a quality situation. So an Oculus Quest is $300, and that's all you need. You don't need anything else. It's completely wireless, doesn't connect to the computer. It's pretty fucking amazing, I gotta say. Like, just setting it up, like, It was so easy. It's the exact opposite of the PSVR in every way. Like, it's comfortable. You don't feel like you're going to go through the TV. It's got like this boundary system. It's called the Guardian system, where before you start playing, you can see through, there's cameras on the outside of the thing, so you can see through it while it's on your face. And then it lets you mark off a spot on the floor with the controller. Like, you paint an area on the floor where there's no furniture, and that's your safe zone. And then when you're playing, if you get close to the end of the safe zone, you can see it like visualized in the game. So that part is really great. And just the table tennis game itself is fantastic, and you can play online against people. And I was playing multiplayer, and it's got the voice chat. It's all, you don't have to do anything. The key thing is that it's easy. You just turn the thing on and you're playing like right away. You don't have to figure out, like, there's no PC involved, so it just makes it easy. Shipwreck, I think you should buy one. I think
I should buy a VR headset.
Well, no, not a VR headset, this VR headset. The fact that it's so easy, and it's literally like, it's pick up and play now. It's just like picking up a phone now and putting it down. You take it on, put it on, it turns itself off when you're done. You only have to charge the visor. The controllers are battery powered. Your replaceable batteries. It's easy now. They made it easy. And I haven't tried any other game except 11 table tennis, and I don't think I even need to play any other game. You're getting like a table tennis simulator for $320. The game is $20.
It seems like a lifestyle.
It's not, though, because this is how much space it takes up, Ship. This is it. And the controllers. This is it.
The space isn't where do I store my VR when I'm not using it has never been my limiting factor.
But it's just, how about how easy it is to get up and going, and maybe you can get some exercise out of it. I burned 200 calories in 30 minutes of fairly light play. I had a light perspiration going, but I mean, I'm really impressed. I gotta say, that's it. That's my pitch.
I'm pretty sure if I put on VR goggles,
yep,
that would just invite my son to just come up and punch me in the nuts.
Well, you don't do it when he's around.
Oh, no. He'll find you.
Right.
He'll wake up.
There's no question. Yeah, there's no
He's
question.
like, wait a minute. Someone's unnut guarded.
Right.
My nut sense is tingling.
You do need like 6 feet of space all around you to play some of these games. The table tennis one, I know for sure you do. Wombat, what about you? You got 6 feet of space around there?
I got a bat mitzvah to save for.
$300. That's it.
I need that for, I think, the caricature guy.
Nobody wants a caricature guy. Come on.
I guarantee you're going to walk away with a caricature.
I'd rather play you in table tennis on VR online.
I know. We did book the place, by the way.
You told us last week.
No, I said I was going to look at the place last week. And then the next day we went and I booked it.
I'm not
that
sure.
Was a week. Yeah, that's how it went.
I was playing table tennis with somebody who was not as good as me in like one of my first. I only played a few matches, and I found myself coaching the guy and giving him tips because you can have a nice.
Wait, in VR?
Yeah. Like, his serve wasn't good. He didn't have a good serve, and I said, "Let me give you a little bit of advice if you don't mind. Short and spinny serves are pretty easy to do, and they are effective in stopping people from slamming the ball like I've been doing to all your serves." I didn't say it like that. I said it nicer. Then he appreciated it.
You said, man up, learn how to serve, or get off, or sell your VR helmet.
The guy warned me. He did warn me that the community could be toxic. And I was like, what? Are you kidding? He's like, no, there's some kids on here, and they'll just like rub it in like when they beat you. And I was like, I don't know about that. Table tennis, really? Anyway, I don't know. I'm really impressed with the Quest 2. Best Buy has it in stock. That's all I'm saying. Amazon sold out. Best Buy doesn't have it. $300. That's it. You don't need anything else. Easy. No computer, Wombat. Exercise. Don't you want to move around a little?
I don't know if I have the room for it in general.
What about in the basement? You don't got like 6 feet of space around there?
No, because we set up a big table in the basement for Legos.
I can get behind this.
I can't move Potterverse for a VR headset.
All right. Well, I'll give you further updates. I only got it today, and I played for about an hour or so. But I was
Let me know how it's going in let's say
okay.
A month.
3 months.
I will tell you that
3 months.
Okay, I will tell you that I ordered the paddle attachment. It's a table tennis paddle handle that the Oculus controller plugs into.
I'm familiar with the Wii. Yes.
Did they have that? But it makes a difference, and it makes a pretty big difference because it's hard to get a real grip on these controllers and, like a table tennis grip. So I'm looking forward to that really improving my game. And I'm probably starting a new podcast just about VR table tennis. Thank you.
Perfect.
We
I just don't think VR is for me.
What if they had a basketball game that you could something?
I have a basketball.
I know,
hoop.
but in winter you can't use it.
Sure
you
can.
can.
You're
How?
just cold.
Cold
You're just
manning
playing.
up.
Well,
it's cold playing
just
basketball.
try it.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. So part of the winter when it's not snowy and it's not 20 degrees, you can play. But some parts you can't. Anyway, let's.
A VR
one day
basketball
a year.
game with that it just feels like me playing a Kinect game.
All right, but not basketball, but table tennis. We could play table tennis against each other online, and you have a nice chat. It's really fun.
There it is. That's what you're.
It's fun.
That's the play right there.
It's fun.
What's funny is that I try to talk Shipwreck into playing the game that I love with me all the time. And he always says no. But at least the thing that I try to tempt him with is free.
Well, what does free have to do with it? Shipwreck doesn't care about money. Shipwreck's in. If it appealed to him, he would have already bought it while we were talking.
Yeah, I would have bought it before this. But
Exactly. I've already sent multiple messages to my other friends asking them to buy this. And
You don't have other friends.
I can show you. They haven't. Nobody has really shown much interest. I got to be honest.
That doesn't surprise me.
And I did challenge Sushi Dragon to a game of 11 table tennis. So look forward to that in the near future.
Are you going to stream that?
I'm trying to figure out how to stream it. You can stream it. You can stream table tennis VR. It's going to be awesome. Get ready. All right, let's move on to show feedback.
Sure. GOTA, or maybe just GOTA, I don't know, has to say, Wombat, you really have to find a way to stress better. I live in Connecticut and work in New York. I'm in my early 50s, have diabetes, and a relatively recent heart surgery. I was deemed an essential worker, and I've been in the office since April 1st, 2020, and I can't sign up for the vaccine either. My doctors have told me that things would be difficult, if not fatal, should I get COVID, and I still have a family to support and have to deal with it, which means going to the office every day, wearing masks, and following all the safety protocols. I worry for you, Wombat, when I hear the anxiety that comes through whenever anything to do with COVID comes up. Spring is coming soon. We're all going to be able to get vaccinated and get through this. Just keep doing everything and stay safe, and you will be fine. As someone with real heart problems, I will tell you that stress can kill you as easy as COVID. You have a beautiful family who's counting on you, so please take care of yourself and find a way to chill out.
This guy worries about you when you're stressed out. I worry about you when you have to read 2 long paragraphs.
Thanks.
That's what stresses me out.
That's mean. That's mean. That's just mean.
I almost had a heart attack during that.
He's got a lot going on, and he's worried about me. I'm worried more about you than I am me, and I mean that in a loving way. Take care of yourself. I'll be fine. As long, I'm scheduled to get vaccinated in less than a month. I think I'm a little stressed out because I could see a finish line. And, there's part of me that's like the bad luck knowing me, I'll catch it like the day before my vaccine.
You're not going anywhere or doing anything.
No, I'm not.
So how are you going to catch it?
Who knows?
Through your children. Through these dirty children. These
dirty ragamuffins that I brought into this world.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, it's probably a lot in my head. As long as I stay safe and do everything right, I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh.
Certainly adding a VR table tennis to your routine could only improve your mental and physical health. I felt so good. I'm no shit. Like, I'm having one of the best days that I've had in a long time. I'm in such a good mood today. I don't know if it's clear. If there's any difference
you
that's
haven't
coming through.
Shitting on me since you said roll them. So
well, that always shows you what a good mood I'm in. That's how you can tell I'm really interested. I'm really taking an
Yep.
active interest.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I had a good exercise with the VR. Like, I got other interesting things going on, helping people out potentially. And I don't know. But the exercise is the key part of it. We've been doing the yoga 20 minutes a day, this yoga app. You gotta move around a little. It's hard, like especially during this COVID time. Like,
I walk the dog, kinda.
yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Takes the trash out 4 days a week.
Take the trash out every day.
Just put like extra trash in, and you'll get more work. Just lift the trash cans over your head. Don't use the wheels.
You should see. We cleaned out the basement like 2 weeks ago. You should have seen the amount of trash that we carried out. But anyway,
Right. I'm trying to help. I think if the space thing could be a genuine issue, because I literally there's like one spot in my house where I can play.
It'll never happen in this house.
Yeah. I was playing. There's two spots, and they're both in my living room, and one of them is right by where Mrs. Cheapy's, where our dining room table is, and where Mrs. Cheapy is set up for work. And after like a half an hour, she's like, "Can you move somewhere else? I feel like you're coming right at me, and I can feel the heat coming off you. It's really distracting." So I moved downstairs, and then I hit my hand on the ceiling. Yay! All right. Should we move on?
You're not selling me on this thing.
It's going to be tough. You can play in your backyard, though. Backyard.
I do have a nice backyard. Anyway.
Oculus. If anyone works at Oculus, send Wombat a Quest 2, please. One Quest 2 to Wombat, please. Thank you.
Okay, what are you watching?
Guess what? We found another crime documentary.
What's it called?
This one was
Ted
really
Lasso.
No. We didn't watch any more Ted Lasso. Sorry. I'm working on that. We found this one, and Mrs. Cheapy was super into it. It's called Love Fraud, and I highly recommend this one. This is about a guy who he's basically a serial con man and polygamist. So he would meet women, like move the relationship incredibly fast to where he's like, they're getting married within like a month or so, and steal their money and then just disappear. And he just did this over and over and over again, all around the same area, basically. And the movie is about basically the women learning about it and coming together and trying to get this guy arrested. And it's really suspenseful. It's super suspenseful. We actually watched the last 2 episodes. We binged the last 2 episodes. We seldom watch more than 1 episode of a show in a night. It almost never, ever happens. But last night...
What is this on?
This is on Showtime. I actually don't have Showtime, so I paid $7 to buy it. And it was worth it. It's 4 episodes. They're an hour each. Very well done.
Next time you want to watch something on Showtime, just text me and I'll help you out.
The $7 is fine. I think your wife would really like it, Wombat. If she might be into this, because there's like the romance factor, and the guy is also like off the fucking wall. Anyway, it's called Love Fraud. The second thing we watch is on Apple TV, and that is called Fireball. Fireball something something something. It's a Werner Herzog movie.
Oh, okay.
And that was really good. We watched that with Ty. And if you're into it's about meteorites, basically. Meteorites and their effect on culture. And it's got a lot of great visuals and interesting characters. And I would say if you've got a kid I'd say 13 and up in terms of interest level. But it's really well done. Fireball. 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 What movie, Wombat? Fireball. Fireball. Fireball.
Oh,
Could be two movies. Could be two movies.
Oh, I can see it in my head too, because with
Fireball.
the booze and he spits up the
Yes.
booze and he lights it
Yes.
and he lights it on fire. That's Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
Oh, I had to like literally open file cabinets in my brain to do that.
Right. It could also be Running Man, I think, because isn't that guy named Fireball? And they probably chant Fireball at some point.
I'm gonna assume so, but I knew what movie you were referencing.
Yes. Okay. What else, you guys? What are you watching?
Okay, so I watched something courtesy of Shipwreck that I doubt he's watched yet, called The New Mutants.
This is a movie, right?
Yes. This is a movie.
Yes, this is a movie. It is the last Fox X-Men franchise film prior to the Disney buyout.
And it's like an hour and 20 minutes long.
It's an hour and a half. It was
That's a good
delayed
thing.
for-
That's a good thing.
It is.
It was delayed for over 3 years. Not all of it COVID related. Only about one of the 3 years is COVID related. It's not very good at all. But it's also, it's not that it's like, oh, this is terrible. That's not the crime. The crime isn't that it's just terrible. The crime is that it's just kind of there.
Do we know any
Don't
of these?
spoil it for me because I am
won't.
going to watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'll say the last like half hour when it kind of ramps up, it's actually pretty good.
Who are the New
But-
Mutants? Do we
and-
know
and by-
any of
and
these
by-
characters?
And by pretty good, I mean it's better than the hour that came before it.
We know what your
but-
definition of good means.
The New Mutants are, let's see, you got Magic and Cannonball.
Cannonball, I
and
know.
Sunspot.
Oh, I know these guys.
and- yeah. And was it Moonstone? And is there a fifth one? Or is it just oh yeah, and Wolfsbane.
Did some of these guys become West Coast Avengers or something?
None of them become West
Cannonball?
Coast Avengers. Cannonball was not a West Coast Avenger now.
Oh, he was always an X-Men. He was an X-Men
Mhm.
though.
He's yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
Same
right.
with
I'm
Sunspot.
not watching that.
I didn't say you should watch it. I know Shipwreck is.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
going to watch it.
All right.
Mhm.
Enjoy
I'm
that.
going to watch it by myself because the Shipwreck might watch that one with me. I don't know.
Right.
If I convince her it's not terrible to start with, she might stick with it.
It's got the Queen's Gambit plays Magic. You can't go wrong with that. The same actress. So I don't know if you saw this on Netflix, GP. There's this new pirate documentary. It just came out. It's a Netflix thing.
Now, is this
and
a
it's
guy who dresses
rated-
up as a pirate and murders a lot of people? Because if not, then we're not
well,
watching it.
it's a TVMA documentary about pirates.
Oh, I like pirates.
Well, and I was like, "Ooh, this sounds really interesting. I'm gonna put it on." It manages to be both vulgar and boring at the same time,
Oh.
and we couldn't even make it through one full episode.
Is
Like,
there a lot
Laura
of?
and I thought
There's probably a
we'd
lot
be
of
able to
raping
watch
and
it.
stuff too. I feel like it's
there's
bad.
some Bridgerton level sexy kind of stuff, but even that's like kind of eh.
Mrs. Cheapy refuses
So-
to watch Bridgerton, so we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're going to see it on there and you're going to be tempted, and I'm telling you it's a pass.
Gotcha. Okay,
I'm
good
saying-
to
I
know.
said- but what you can watch on Netflix, which I watch, which you might find interesting if you interesting. Ooh, I can speak tonight. If you want to learn something, is The Secrets of the Saqqara Tomb, which is a documentary. It's 2 hours long. It's just the one thing, and it's about an archaeological dig in Egypt that occurred in 2018. Yeah, 2018, I think it's new. It just came out in 2020, I think October or so.
How much murder is in that?
There it
Not much, it sounds like.
I'm not saying there's none.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that if you're interested in learning about ancient history, it's definitely you're gonna sit there and just learn something.
Nah.
How many classic rock bands are in this?
There are none, but you know where I did listen to classic rock? I saw classic rock in the Gordon Lightfoot documentary that's new to Amazon Prime.
How's Gordon Lightfoot these days?
He is 83 years old and looks 107. But yeah, it looks like he didn't take much good care of himself. But it was interesting,
But
to
you're
see
complaining that an 87-year-old or 83-year-old
83-year-old.
How's he supposed to look? He should look like a raisin.
He doesn't. He looks like a toothpick, and he's got
Well,
long
that's
hair
good.
for some reason. I
Good,
don't
better
know.
to be thin at 83 than whatever.
Yeah. Hey, he's still kicking, which is he also has like 100 children that are not in the documentary at all, but they get brought up. Oh, and that's when I had a kid with this lady. But the kids aren't like, and when I say his kids, he's 83. So his oldest child is like 66 years old.
Right.
You'd think, they would at least try to interview someone but no, his children don't say a word. It's just a lot of, it's a lot of clips. They do jump around a lot.
You know what my favorite thing about Gordon Lightfoot is?
What?
that I have no idea who he is, what he looks like, or any songs that he sings.
Yeah, you don't know the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
You better take care if I find you've been creeping
know
round my back stair. No?
No thanks. I'm good on Gordon Lightfoot.
You could read my mind, love.
Okay, I know the dance version of that song that a woman sings, but
yeah, they also went through that, all the songs he's written that have been covered.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That's a long list.
All right, Gordon Lightfoot.
His only song was the Edmund Fitzgerald song.
And the Edmund Fitzgerald song and Endless Highway. Those are his 4
How
number
old are
ones
you?
in the
How old
the
are you? Are you like 10 years older than me or something?
I'm sorry that I know who Gordon Lightfoot is, the best-selling artist in Canadian history.
I'm supposed to be the old one here.
Yeah.
More
bigger
than
Atlantis?
More than Selena Dion.
I think he's bigger than. I don't know if he's bigger than Bieber.
Celine Dion.
I'm gonna guess that Gordon Lightfoot is not bigger than Bieber
or Celine Dion.
I was also saying I should specify in Canada.
Didn't you just watch a movie about this guy? You don't know if he's the number one guy or not? What was the point of watching the movie?
He's the number one singer-songwriter is how they position it. So I don't know what kind of nonsense.
Sounds like just a way to get you to watch his stupid movie.
I like Gordon Lightfoot.
I know you do.
I do. I like his voice. He's got a good voice.
I'm glad. If it makes you happy.
It was an interesting documentary. If you're interested in singer-songwriters that are 83 years old and hang out with Drake,
nope.
Then
they're right about shipwrecks.
Shipwrecks.
That sounds interesting.
It's like right up your alley.
That's why I know that song.
I know.
Nice.
It's on my shipwreck playlist.
Yeah.
All songs about boats that have wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
There's an EDM guy named Shipwreck, and he spells it. He's missing a letter somewhere. I'm not sure.
I often have to do that when I have to input my name into video games.
Not long enough.
Yeah.
Is that you? Wait a minute. Are you the same guy?
Yeah, I had to put in my EDM name, but they only gave me 8 characters.
Right. Do you have a studio back there behind that screen? Oh, I forgot. We went to watch this that new Disney movie, Raya and the Dragon, Lost Dragon or something. I forget what it's called, Raya and the Dragon. But then I learned that you had to pay for that. It's not included with the Disney. It's called like, I don't know what they call
Disney Plus Premium.
What the fuck does that mean? That just means you have to pay money a la carte.
Premium means you have to pay money.
But why does it have a name? Why don't they just say, hey, this is just something you have to pay for? It's not included in Disney Plus.
Because it sounds better.
Does it? Because then I thought I had to sign. It sounds like you have to something to sign up for again, like another level, but it isn't. It's just a one-off transaction to buy the movie. Anyway, once I learned that was the case, so I'm not, and it's going to be able to stream for free soon. Anyway, we watched Dread on Amazon Prime. The whole family.
That is it. That is a hard left from Ray in the Last.
It is, isn't it? But it weighs in and it's felt 80 something minutes or 90 minutes. And that
movie does not stop.
It's fantastic. And it's pretty violent and gross. But
how does that movie look good in 4K?
Oh,
that movie
man.
is sort of
it looked so good. It was so good. Good. And what's his name? The guy from The Boys, Carl Urban. Yeah, he's so good in that, and you never see his face.
Have you ever seen him bad in anything though?
No. He was even good in that Fox TV show where it was him. He was a cop, and his partner was a robot. It was called
My Partner the Robot.
Canceled after one season. It was
Robot and Cop.
I forgot what it was called, but it was cool. It was good, and he was awesome in it. Anyway, Dread holds up.
Robot cop, but not one guy. It's 2 people. So don't sue us, RoboCop people. I think was the full title.
Right. No, it was nothing like that. Because
I remember seeing commercials for that. I might have watched an episode of that. This is a long time ago now.
Was it? I have to wait. Carl Urban Robot Show. It was called Almost Human. And it was one season. And John Larroquette was on one episode.
Emmy Award-winning actor John Larroquette.
It made my fucking day.
Dan. It was a Night Court episode.
As Dan Fielding?
He was the bad guy. He was a bad guy. He was great. It was so good.
He's always the bad guy.
Oh,
He's
man.
Dan Fielding.
I was so happy. I was like, Mrs. Jamie, look, it's fucking...
His real first name was Reinhold.
Interesting.
On the show, Dan Fielding's real first name is Reinhold.
But isn't that
That's the name of the creator of the show of
right.
Night Court as well. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it for Watch This?
Yeah,
boys?
Night Court trivia. I think it's where we end it.
Oh, wait. At Babas too writes in and he says, I started watching Outlander, totally awesome show that I would not have known about. That's the time traveling, strong sexual content show with the horny woman, starring the horny woman. Mrs. Chibi doesn't like it. We're not watching it anymore. We've one and done on that. I don't know why. I think it was too horny for her. Something. Maybe she's, you know what it is? She's probably worried that it's like too horny for me. And she doesn't want to have the show cash checks that she has to cash the checks, I guess. Anyway, let's move on to new releases.
I guess.
Do we have any?
Spoiled the mood.
Sorry.
What
mood was that, by the way?
I don't know. You sure you don't want to do our a word from our friends?
Oh, we could. Sure.
I think we should do that first.
Okay, good. I could relax a little bit anyway.
Let's take a break and relax a little bit and get a word from our friends over at Feels. Do you experience stress or have anxiety or chronic pain or have trouble sleeping at least once a week? You're not alone. Many of us do. We already talked at the top of the show about some of my anxieties, as well as I've brought this up many times, my inability to sleep. And it kind of stinks. I was searching for anything that would help, and then I discovered Feels. Feels is premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. Feels naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. I have sleeplessness, and it stinks. Cheapy just placed a few drops of Feels under his tongue, and he will feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember about CBD is that finding the right dose is important, and everyone's dose is different. So leave room to experiment over the course of a week or so. You may need to take more or less to get the effects you're after. If you're new to CBD, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help guide your personal experience. Feels works naturally to help you feel better. There is no hangover or addiction. Join the Feels community to get Feels delivered to your door every month. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel anytime. Feels has me feeling my best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feels.com/CAGcast, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/CAGcast to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/CAGcast.
Shipwreck just got disconnected.
He did.
He went to go buy some Feels, obviously.
He got ship connected. That is so weird. You know what? I was having issues before also. I wonder if there's something going on with Zoom today.
I don't know.
I was having it was freezing when you were talking about your murder documentary.
Yep.
Your picture, the video froze for me.
Oh my
So I'm
God.
wondering,
Tell Sabrina to stop streaming so many TV shows while you're doing
Oh my
CAGcast.
goodness. She's subscribing to some Twitch guy that she wanted to subscribe to. Of course, it means I have to pay for it. Right. And I've never really, it's not something I would want to do, but we had to come to an agreement.
Right.
She actually has to spend time with her family if she wants to be able to subscribe to her Twitch streamers.
Boo. So now our screen is all screwed up. His ship is gone.
No, yeah, it's going to look all weird.
But and he's supposed to do the new releases. This isn't working out well at all.
I know. What are we going to do?
I was having such a good day. I mean, I can fix the screen so it just looks stupid like this, but it's not like what I want to do.
I know it's not what you want to do. As he sent us.
No, and that's not even my thing. That's the wrong screen. Don't read that. No, man. Maybe this one. I mean,
I can't see it, so I don't know.
No, I know what I'm doing. I don't need your help. But where's Shipwreck? Text Shipwreck.
I know you know. I know. Okay. Hold, please.
Man, this is tough. It's tough out there for a podcaster. I'll start doing the new releases while Wombat.
Yeah, I sent him. Yeah, let's. Wow, that's never happened before.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Now, I haven't looked at these new releases because this is normally Shipwreck's job, but I'm going to be a professional and I will read these new releases to you. Oh, Stubbs the Zombie is back.
Yep, that is Shipwreck's favorite soundtrack of all time. We discussed that in In the past, it is a zombie game that I've never played. Have you ever played it?
I have not played it actually.
That was an Xbox original game, yes? Like the
Yes.
first gen Xbox.
Yes. Correct.
So,
What if I do this? Look. Oh, that didn't work. Go on. Sorry.
Okay. We got Doodle Devil. If you ever played any of those Doodle God games,
You just made
on
that
your
up.
phone.
That's not a game.
So it's a series of games. You got RBI Baseball 21.
Okay. What's that?
I assume it's RBI Baseball from it's a baseball game. You play baseball.
I remember that.
Yep. Let's see. The only full price game that looks like is coming out this week is Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 4.
Right. What?
Wait,
Wait, say that again? Wait, say that again. I missed that.
Monster Energy Supercross.
Okay.
The official video game 4. That is $60 on the PlayStation.
Right.
That is you also have on the Switch A-Train All Aboard Tourism. That's also a $60 game. I'm just looking to see what's $60 on here because a lot of this seems just ridiculous. That's it. Those are your two $60 games of the week. There's really not much. I mean, what else do we want to talk about here?
I'm worried about Shipwreck. He didn't write back. Did his power go off? Is there a tsunami or something? Like, what's going on?
Was he hitting the nuts?
I mean, he didn't write back on the. Should we call him and see like with the phone? Like, what's happening?
I don't know.
What could be going on there?
His
computer died?
Maybe.
He didn't write back. I don't know. I'm looking at these new releases. Kingdoms of Amalur is on the Switch. Yeah, because he's not even online on the Google document. I can see he's not on. Ship's not online.
No, he's not.
Darkness in the chat said he ran to Best Buy to get an Oculus.
That's it. He couldn't wait.
Oh man, Shipwreck.
So weird.
I'm so confused right now. Oh man.
I know. I'm glad we got that ad out of the way.
What do you mean? No, we should have done the ad. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
What does that have to do? What does the ad have to do with that?
His internet went down.
But why does he need to be there for the ad?
He doesn't. His internet went down. The whole thing.
Oh wait. Oh no. But then he would at least be able to get the text on the phone.
And he just texted back.
Oh, internet down. Oh, okay. I thought you were just pulling that out of your ass.
No, I'm replying. Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Does the show go on?
See, I wish you could. I wish you had the ad to do now, because then I could make the broadcast look better while you were doing the ad. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but I fixed it enough.
I'm sure it looks beautiful.
It's not going to look too good when it's just mostly us on the screen. We're very limited. I know. I'm making a joke, a small joke.
Oh, I see.
Where are we in this wonderful show? I'm done with new releases.
I know. We're up to Wombat's Fort Leave news and stuff.
Oh, wait. By popular request, Wombat.
Yes.
We're back, baby. Wombat's Fortnightly News. Fortnightly News. Fortnightly News. Yeah. Fortnightly News. Wombat. Fortnite.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Yes.
There you go. You made all the listeners so happy.
Wombat made me do it. He said that it would make you guys happy, so I did it.
So obviously it's the biggest Fortnite week since, I don't know, what was it, November?
Right.
The new season, Chapter 2, Season 6 came out, the new Battle Pass, new map, new weapons, new everything, launched yesterday. I'm not lying to you when I say I had trouble sleeping Monday, did not sleep at all, woke up at 6:45 on Tuesday morning, ran out of bed, straight to the TV with Elliot so we could watch the Fortnite event. We were so excited.
Nice.
So excited for the new Fortnite stuff. We got Lara Croft is now in Fortnite. She's part of the Battle Pass.
Okay.
We got Raven from Teen Titans.
Okay.
Not only Raven from Teen Titans, but one of the unlockable outfits is her Titans outfit from the show Titans, the live action.
I like Titans. Wait,
I know.
Raven. Which one's Raven?
Raven, the girl, the
Who is
teenage
Raven?
girl, Rachel.
Oh, yeah. She was good. I like
They
her. I
actually
like
call
Raven.
the Titans TV skin the Rachel Roth version.
Okay.
So that's in there too. Yes, the Magic Girl. Yes, magic. So
Yes.
Raven is part of that. I really like the new map. I think they really did a good job. They did the new weapons are kind of fun. The new building stuff, bows and arrows everywhere now. I like the bows and arrows. It's it's really hard to complain about the new Fortnite season. I'm having a really good time. We're all having a really good time, us Fortnite dads.
How much are
Chat
they?
about it.
How much is Laura?
She's part of the season pass.
So you have to buy the season pass to get her. Only $10.
Yeah, the season, which is $9.50.
It's really amazing.
Or
how,
you get the crew pass, and it's part of that.
It's pretty amazing when you compare the monetization of Fortnite compared to Warzone, because $10 in Warzone gets you the battle pass, and nothing exciting, just some like made up character that they come up with. Nothing exciting like a licensed character.
Like a licensed Lara, two licensed characters this season. 3 if you account for Brazilian soccer superstar Neymar Jr.
I'm sure he's going to be big in certain parts of the world.
That's what I figure. I'm like, oh, okay. I understand why he's there.
Sure.
It's not for me. It's not for me.
Mhm.
But not everything has to be for me. Yeah. So
Right.
I'll take I actually was excited because the first skin you unlock is the Agent Jonesy skin, which if you know your Fortnite lore, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
I'm happy for you.
As you should be. It's made me very happy. Do you know how many victory royales I had on the first day of the new season?
How many?
Take a guess.
4.
5.
Outperforming.
I'm outperforming even your high standards.
I don't know how hard it is to win in Fortnite. That's where I'm at.
I had none today, so take it as you will. You should play with us one of these days.
Sure.
Just one of these days. You pop in, you play around.
Sure.
You know who's been playing more and more? Christian Spicer.
Oh, that'll get me in.
I know. The 3 of us could play. We could play trios.
I would try it.
You might like it. You might be a little confused with the new weapon system because it's all about weapon crafting, but then again, you might get into it.
To be honest, like I'm just having a hard time like playing any game. Like I don't even really play Warzone that much recently.
Well, maybe it's just you have to
I'm in a
find
rut.
the right. You're in a rut. That's what trust me. I get it because right now the only thing I play really is Fortnite. Although I guess I could start playing more of that Outriders demo.
I did play a little more of that actually.
Well, are you playing it now because your progress is going to carry over when you get it on day 1, thanks to Game Pass?
That was a good move, putting that
Thank
game on
you.
Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean your move was good too, moving us along to
to the next topic.
But we're not on the next topic. That's not the next topic.
I just moved on to another topic.
No, but we're in your fortnightly news. We're not in Microsoft.
Okay, sorry.
Shipwreck, come back.
Wow.
They're your news, Wombat. Don't you remember?
I didn't put most of the stuff on there.
Sorry. There's a new Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance game coming out. We love that game.
I know. I remember I had that game on like 3 different consoles.
It's the greatest thing. I'm so excited to hear about
fun.
this. It's coming out this summer.
It better be good.
Don't fuck it up.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the developer.
I know. I was kidding.
I don't think you shouldn't fuck it up either. If you have a way that you could possibly fuck it up, don't do that. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that action RPG. Dark Alliance. It's funny that they're just calling it Dark Alliance. Isn't that what the first one was called? Was it called Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance or?
No, I think it was just
Baldur's
called
Gate?
Dark Alliance, and there was Dark Alliance 2.
It was just called Dark Alliance?
I think so.
Wasn't Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance or something?
Yeah, maybe Baldur's Gate Dark
Baldur's
Alliance.
Gate,
Yes,
yeah.
Dark Alliance.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
God, Baldur's Gate. I like Baldur's Gate. Okay, people in the chat, Polly in the chat says it looks boo-boo. I didn't really watch the trailer. I just I saw the news and I said, oh, good. But maybe it's going to be bad. I looked up the developer, actually, and they had only made one other game. And it was not that exciting.
Barbie's Horse Adventures.
Not at that level. More exciting than that. Oh, let's and Shipwreck was this your Cyberpunk update or Shipwreck
No,
Cyberpunk?
it was gonna be Shipwreck Cyberpunk
Fuck
update
Shipwreck.
because he finally just started playing it, and spoiler alert, he does not like it.
Oh, he's back. He's back. I see. He's back.
I see him.
I see him. He's on the outline, but maybe he's gonna call in. Let's see. He might be on the phone on the outline. Wombat's typing to him on the outline. Oh man! And you know what the worst part is? Shipwreck's slightly uncomfortable segment is up next. And if Shipwreck's not here,
so much of the show centers around him being here.
Of course. Well,
when he's
roughly
when
a third.
He's gone. When he's
At
gone,
least a third. He's back.
Oh,
okay. Hold on.
This?
Hold on. Stand by. Stand by. I need to redo. Okay, that was it. I did it. That was easy. Are you there, Ship?
Yeah. Are you still doing the Fields ad on that?
We already finished the new releases, and I talked for a long time about the new Fortnite season and Lara Croft.
And you're just in time to talk about Cyberpunk.
And now we're up to Cyberpunk 2077 on the outline. Tell us your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077 on the outline.
Sure. So I started playing Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm about 7.5 hours into it at this point.
7.5.
7.5. So you would think I might have done something in that 7.5 hours.
Nothing happened.
It's so slow. It's unbelievably slow. I like the parts when it's letting me play the game well enough. Like I'm going to be stealthy here and try to do this like cyber hacking nonsense until a camera sees me and then I'm just going to murder everyone. That part of it it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
The times between that are just a slog of uninteresting things. This
is everything I said back 2 months, 3 months ago, whenever it was.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not that unique. But it's unbelievable. Like I'm like a third of the way through this game.
You're not.
No, I am. It's like a 25-hour game.
I don't think I think there's more to it than what they say.
What do you mean by that?
Disagrees.
I'm just not sure what he meant by that. There's like plenty of like side quest type stuff I could do, but there's no reason to do them because.
But you're a side quest guy. What are you talking about?
But they're so not that interesting. Like there's no reason to go do them. They're like not encouraging you to go do any of them. There's stuff out on the street. It's like you see like police and like a shootout. And like I'm like, oh, okay, that looks fun. I'd like to shoot my gun. Like that seems like something. I have like 30 guns on me that I've been walking around with, doing nothing with for an hour. So I don't know. Let's see what happened if I help these police. And you don't like go over and go like, hey, I'm helping you out. You just like run in with your guns blazing and you kill all the people. You have no idea what's going on.
Right.
Other than it's like the police are shooting at these people. So I guess I'm going to go kill them. And then so you kill them all. And the police are like, I guess we're not going to shoot at you. So that's good. And so while the police are doing their like little investigation, like checking people or whatever, you're just standing there like looting the bodies while they're doing this. You're just like, yeah, I'm going to take that gun. I'm going to take those shoes that guy has.
The police don't mind. You're not interrupting their investigation at all.
No,
just take whatever you want. Just walk all over the crime scene.
Yeah.
Kill our perps.
So
it's a rough future.
It's like the weird thing about it too is like half of the game, like it's a nice looking game, but half of the game you're spent in like this blurry, like pseudo VR stuff.
That's not even half the game. It just feels like half the game.
Yeah, it feels like half the game. Like you get like 3 hours in, then they're like, okay, we're gonna do a 15-minute tutorial here on how you do combat. And then you do that 15-minute tutorial, and then there's like an hour.
It is so long. That tutorial is so long when you're in the VR thing.
Yeah.
Let us show you how to use a gun. Have you ever played a video game before? Here's how you use guns in a video game.
Yeah, but then you get like there's some nuanced stuff like that's unique to Cyberpunk in there. and like you're like, okay, I need to like learn how to like hack stuff or like do like melee combat.
Because you
And
may
then
do that once again during your 50 hours with the
then
game.
you get through that, and then it's like an hour long story thing. It's like right after that, and then you're like, right, the next time you get to an action part, you're like, I don't remember what this.
I
is.
don't remember anything. I forgot completely how to hack. I don't know how to hack. I don't care how to hack. I have guns. I shoot people 4 times in the chest. They fall down. I take their hat, and then I go along with my life, because that's what video games are for. Shoot a guy 4 times in the chest and take his
Sadly
hat.
true in this one is that like I'm almost to the point where I'm like, I don't want to watch these cutscenes. I certainly don't want to do all the optional dialogue because it doesn't do anything. Like it's not like it's set up like Mass Effect, like where you have like multiple choices and you're like, oh, I'm gonna see what this choice is.
And
It
in the
doesn't matter.
beginning, you think it matters, and then you slowly realize it doesn't.
Right. You slowly realize that it's like, oh, this doesn't progress anywhere unless I choose that top option to make this dialogue keep going.
Just go away.
Right.
Yeah. I just want it to go away. And especially like the first 3-4 hours of the game, and this is not a spoiler, because this is like this is before the title shows up. Anything before the title is not a spoiler. Is the setup for this heist, the big heist.
The title was 6 hours in.
Yeah. So you're setting up for this stupid big heist. And it's like you think this is like a big important thing because you got to do the heist. But the heist is you controlling a robot spider. After 4 hours of you have to go, okay, you got to go to this place and talk to this guy. And then you're going to have to go across town to talk to that guy. And it's like all this build up to do this thing. And like, all right, I'm going to sneak into a skyscraper, and I'm going to use my silenced pistol, and I'm going to shoot guys in the head, and it's going to be awesome. It's like, no, you're going to control a robot spider, and you're going to crawl into a
robot
room
spiders. Okay.
and take a briefcase, and that's the big heist. And it's so much buildup for the tiniest non-payoff, and you don't even really control it. As Polyobject says, you don't actually control the spider with your sticks. It's like you hit buttons to make it. Oh, it's terrible. It's like night. Yeah, it's almost like Night Trap.
Well, I mean, that's the whole hacking thing of the whole, like you hit your left bumper button and it goes into hacking mode or whatever, which I think
the only when I got past all that, there was one time where, and I think I talked about this on the show, this is way past that, where I was in a nightclub and I had to go into the VIP section to talk to someone. That's happened like 4 times in this first 7 hours. I walked right up into the VIP section, not realizing I needed a pass. And I moved too fast to hear the dialogue of stop, you can't do that. And they just started shooting at me. So I literally just killed everybody in the nightclub. And that was the only fun time I had in that game, was just wasting a whole nightclub full of people.
Escaping from the heist was fun because you're supposed to sneak out, or you're at least supposed to try. But if you don't try, then you just get to murder everybody, right?
It's just murder simulator. It's like, oh, look, future murder sim.
Yeah.
I might get a new hat.
The gear in the game is so funny too, because like early on, like I had all this gear where I was like completely armored up. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good to go here. And then I pick up something, it's just like a tank top, and it's like 10 levels higher, like armor than like my like Kevlar.
Then your Kevlar vest,
suit. And so now I'm running around in basketball shorts because those were like the highest level armor that I have. I have basketball shorts.
Checks out.
And 2 tank tops. I have 2 tank tops on.
Nice. Yeah, and like a welder's mask too, probably. Something stupid.
It's a mask. I don't know even how to describe it. And a baseball cap, because that's my highest armored hat, even though I have like helmets and stuff. Such a weird game.
Yeah, the game's the biggest crime of this game is not and I know it sounds crazy, I don't think it's the bugs, and I don't think it's all the issues it had with launch. The problems with this game are pacing and lack of fun.
Those are pretty big problems. The lack of fun is the biggest problem.
Exactly. And I know it sounds like, duh. But, at least in the Avengers game, that single player mode The first storyline
Fun enough.
was fun enough. Is there anything to do once you finish that? Like the developers wanted us to think? No, there's nothing to do after that. But that basic game was fun.
I'm so glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have this game at all?
Nope. I asked for a review copy. I didn't get it.
You should check it out, Cheapy.
Yeah, right. It really sounds fucking awesome. Meanwhile, there's people whose opinions I really respect on games, and they love it, and they just can't stop. I mean, maybe not recently.
I can understand if you like. I know I say this a lot. It feels like a gritty Netflix show turned into a game.
Right.
If you like slow stories in your games, maybe if you're, and I know this goes against everything Shipwreck stands for. Like, to me, it's like almost Yakuza-esque.
Well, no.
And it's long drawn outness.
No. Yakuza, there's constantly interesting things happening.
But it's too much. There's too much non-game in between game, and the game that games isn't the best game you've ever gamed.
All right.
I'm even trying. Like, I'm playing on Series X, and I'm even like, I'm hoping for glitches when I'm playing. Right?
They are fun, entertaining.
Yeah, I've only had one glitch so far, and it was during the heist. An elevator opened. There's a lot of elevators in this game. If you like elevators, maybe those people like elevators, because I'm constantly going into an elevator and hitting a button. But an elevator opened up, and a big like armored guy like was inside of it. Like this was clearly supposed to be like a big moment. Like, oh crap, there's big armored guy that comes out. He gets caught where he like trips, and then he's just like falling over himself while the elevator doors are opening and closing.
Like a comedy, like a great comedy.
It was like, this is perfect. So,
is he taking damage every time the doors close? That would be the best, like the number
you
of
just
appears
stand over him and shoot him in the head repeatedly.
No, what I did was I picked up, like, I have all these grenades that I picked up. So like, I'm just like throwing grenades into the elevator doors as they open and just watching it go boom. And the guy's just twitching on the ground until he was done. And then I went in and picked up his hat, and then I was good to go. It
was probably the best laugh you had all day, really.
It was like, I just don't understand the pacing of that game at all. Like, they should have started at that heist, like that level, like where you're just like, oh crap, I'm like in the mix of all this stuff. Not all of this back story. Like, even if they just started there and like flash back, which I know Wombat hates, but if they just started there and then flash back to like, okay, here's what led up to this point,
forget it.
It would have been better storytelling.
All right, let's move on. Sounds horrible. Let's move on to something equally horrible. Shipwreck's slightly uncomfortable segment. Everybody loves Shipwreck's slightly uncomfortable segment. At Noman8342 writes in and asks, does Shipwreck support filibuster reform?
Okay. So yeah, I think the filibuster is pretty dumb. I've thought that since I learned that in high school, what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we had days where people would just try to filibuster.
And that was the traditional filibuster, which doesn't even exist now. It's
the
changed.
Mr. Smith goes to Washington style filibuster,
where you got to stand and talk there.
You just have to stand and talk.
I say government's important. The Lisa Simpson episode where she filibusters.
Yep. So you do. The answer is yes, you do. So you do. You want to elaborate?
Why not?
Right.
Well, it's just, let's get some stuff done.
All
like,
right.
There's no reason. Like any other area where it was just like any kind of business or anything, where it's just like, okay, and we're just gonna talk about something else and not have any actions here because we don't want to have an action.
That's not government.
That doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Yes.
So
I agree.
Get rid of it.
All right.
Doesn't help anybody.
All right. Let's move on to Microsoft then. We've wrapped that up nice and tidy. So there's a lot of go on.
Now we can talk about the thing we brought up before.
Go for it.
We can talk about Outriders coming day one of Game Pass. Outriders.
That's great. There's a lot of stuff coming to Game Pass.
Did you try that demo yet, Chip?
I did not. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077.
You should install and try Outriders because your progress will carry over because now you're going to have it on day one.
Just wait for the game to come out. That works too.
Wait at this point. Now it's a free game that's coming to me. I don't have to do any. There's no action required by me.
I know. Isn't that exciting?
And they'll have fixed the motion blur thing during the cutscenes by then. By the time the game comes out, I'm sure.
That would require me to watch cutscenes. So,
but even still, it's too much. Yeah. Still, even for like the 3 seconds that you see, you'd be like, ugh. The other big Microsoft news is a few different things. EA Play is coming to the PC Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. I don't think it was there before.
What about all these other games coming to Game Pass? You skipped over a bunch here.
Hit them.
Octopath Traveler, I know, is very popular with a lot of people. You know what? I've seen so many people talk about this game like it's the greatest thing. I'm going to give it a shot. I usually don't
Octopath Traveler?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I don't usually dig on that kind of game, but it's there and people seem to love it. I'll give it a good 15 minutes.
Right. That's about how long you're going to last.
I know.
Traveler.
I know. I never said that I was going to play all 9,000 hours of it. I'm going to play it for 15 minutes and go, okay, I get it. And then I'm going to uninstall it. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to love it.
Are you going to do the same thing with Yakuza 6?
I will not. I'm Yakuza'd out. I tried one of those games once, and that was it for me.
But they made it better since then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I tried it on Game Pass. How much better could it be?
Which one did you try on Game Pass?
Was it Zero?
This is like at least 6 times better.
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's not how it works. All the Bethesda games are on Game Pass, as Angitron 7 points out in the chat.
I downloaded Oblivion and booted it up.
How'd it go?
How it looked.
How'd it look?
It looks very brown.
Yeah, I bet.
You know what though? It was cool to play it with no load times.
Sure.
That was fun. And again, I played that for maybe 20 minutes before I'm like, I remember this. And then moved on. I mean, obviously with the new Fortnite season, that's going to take all my time. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
I missed that section.
Oh, come on. I got you know what I unlocked today, Ship? The Lara Croft in the blue tank top.
It doesn't matter.
It's blue tank top Lara Croft that she does cartwheels.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a cartwheel in Lara Croft but she could use that bow and arrow. It's like
she could do that in her own games where
I know
things
but
that happen.
It's not as satisfying as it is in the new Fortnites. I'm telling you.
Whatever. All right. And last bit of Xbox news, they're fixing the issue, or at least there's like a workaround for the issue where if you're downloading a game and you have a game loaded up already, it downloads it really slow.
I've noticed that, yes.
So I guess you can now.
It's been that way the whole last generation.
And they're fixing it now. So you can suspend the game. It'll give you an option to suspend the game and get your full download speed. So that's good. Let's move on to Sony. Ship, I want to get a PS5 update from you. How's your PS5 doing? I see it right over your shoulder there. Yep, I see it right in front of Pac-Man.
You're the only person I know who has one.
Same.
Oh, okay. So it's going fine. We play it every day, almost every other day. We play a lot of PS4 games on it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is it filtering the air well for you over there? Or
it is. I've started to notice this weird thing, and I know some people have reported it online as well. Even if you're playing, like we were playing Transformers, I don't know, some Transformers game on PS4.
Right.
One of the ones where they're on Cybertron, I think. That's the one we're playing.
Okay.
One of the pretty good ones, but not as good as the Platinum Games ones. But obviously Dashel loves it because he gets to run around his Transformers and shoot everything. So we're playing that, and that we have the digital copy of that. But like I think it's 45 minutes is what I heard online. Somebody commented on my Twitter, I think. Like the disc spins up, even though it's not using that disc for anything, it will just spin up, and it's like super loud while it's spinning up.
It's checking?
It's just like checking to see if my Kamen Rider game is okay in there or something. I don't know, but it's like it fires up and it's like, whoa, what's happening here? I don't know what it's doing. I have no idea what it's doing. But
it's ventilating.
yeah,
This
so
drive.
the PS5 seems fine. I will say the whole thing with Game Pass and like constantly looking for new stuff is a big plus for Xbox right now because there's nothing new coming out, right?
No, we went through it. There were 2 releases this week that were full price games.
Yeah, I wasn't sad that my internet died during that portion either. Like
Yeah.
I'd already looked through the list and went, not much here.
Darkness wants to know if you're going to upgrade the SSD when they unlock it this summer.
I don't have a reason to.
They need games first.
Yeah, right now, like I have not filled up either the PS5 or the Xbox. I think I'm fine with just uninstalling things at this point if I don't want to play them right away.
Right.
That's what I've been doing on my Xbox is I just uninstall things as they go.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I haven't even plugged in any external drives to either one of my consoles.
No, I have not. I don't want to because that like defeats the purpose.
All right, let's move on to Nintendo. Good news, we have a Switch Lewd review from Uncle Banky. This game is called Bishouju Battle Cyber Panic. And he says that this is a Kix clone. God, I feel like there was another game he reviewed that was a Kix clone.
A lot of these games are Kix clones.
I was not aware of that. It's a
I
Kix...
think it's just because it's an easy game
bet.
to make.
Of course.
You can put any picture behind it.
That's the key. And guess what the picture is here, or pictures are here? Pretty anime girls. He says there's no nudity and it's not especially lewd, but plenty of pretty well-built anime girls styled with mecha gear. So if you're into built anime girls with mecha gear, Shanna fan, then you might like this game. I'm just kidding. I don't know if he's into that. He's probably not into that. He says, great music, very relaxing, chill easy mode. There's a chill easy mode, a challenge mode. You can compete for high scores with an online leaderboard, and then a gallery mode so you can check out those built anime girls later. And we got the review code from East Asia Soft. And that's it. That's Bishouju Battle Cyber Panic. It sounded like he liked it. So that's good. And he's got another review coming next week. So stay tuned.
What does Bishouju mean?
I don't know.
I know it equates to statues of characters that I know, but scantily clad.
It means beautiful girl.
Okay.
It's a Japanese term for a beautiful young girl, usually below adult age.
Neat.
Healthy.
Neat.
Healthy lifestyle.
I'm glad I asked. I just know that like they make like G.I. Joe statues, and it's always like Bishouju, Baroness, and Scarlet, and they're basically like pinup statues type of thing.
How many do you have?
0.
Do you remember? Did they give those out at E3? It was a Cyberpunk one, right? Well, she wasn't a young girl, but
yeah, there was a Cyberpunk one that
was lewd.
Ish. Like, I'm good. I don't need that.
Let's wrap this up. Let's get into the CAG bag. And nobody go anywhere. We have a very important raid at the end of the show. So don't you dare leave before we raid somebody. And I'll give you more details later. CAG bag. At Nate Stroller writes in and wants to know if we've tried Dirt 5 on Game Pass yet. It's pretty fun and shows off the Series X graphics. Wombat, have you tried Dirt 5?
I did.
Oh. Did you like it?
It's all right.
Just all right?
Yeah, I drove a car in mud and like not quite a circle 3 times.
But were the graphics show-stopping?
That's why I downloaded it, because I wanted to see show-stopping graphics, and I didn't get show-stopping graphics. At least not like something that would make me be like, I gotta play more of this.
Time to buy a new TV. It sounds like
maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Fortnite looks great, so maybe that's not it.
I'll download that. I don't know. Space is tight on that thing. Once you put Warzone on there, it's like, well, I could have like one other game.
Yeah. Please, they added an update to Assassin's Creed, which I still have on my hard drive.
Okay.
It was an 18 gigabyte additional patch.
Bonus, they call that.
Yeah, bonus. So it went from being like a 50 gigabyte game to like 78.
Supersize that shit.
I was like, what is going on here? So that did not make me happy because I actually saw the difference in the pie chart on my hard drive percentage on the actual, like, what the heck happened? Because I didn't install anything new. Then I saw, because I sorted by size, and I'm like, that doesn't look right.
At Matt WBT writes in and asks, is it disingenuous for a game called Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Edition to still release paid DLC after its release? I would take Ultimate to mean complete. And then he says he paid $30 for it on PS4. Wombat's yawning. I was about to go to Wombat, but he just yawned.
Sorry.
And now I'm just like...
I would say it's not too disingenuous. A lot of these it includes everything that was in the season pass that was planned, and then they add additional stuff afterwards, right?
At least it's called the Ultimate Edition and not the Complete Edition, because
Right.
that would be then it would be
fraud.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do you ever just go on like the Xbox store and just look at the deals?
Yeah.
Sort of like that deals tab.
Every Tuesday.
Have you looked at this week's? It's often like this, but if you look at like this week's, it's got so much DLC for all of these games that are on sale. Like all these Just Cause, like Just Cause 4 has like, I don't know, like 15 DLC packs.
And they're all like $1.
But at the same time, I'm like, who's picking these up right now? Like, who waited for these DLC?
Who waited this long and is like, you know what? I always wanted to have the hang glider in Just Cause 4. Now's the time to do it.
Just got that stimulus money.
I loved that game. But it was always missing that, I felt it was missing that extra hang glider. I got $1.50 was my go-to price for it. So yeah, now's the time to bite on.
Yeah, it's just incredible. Like,
why'd you get it? Just Cause.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like all of the Ubisoft games, especially. Like, I think all the DLC for all the Ubisoft games is on sale right now. And
some of that though is still expensive though.
Oh, it's still expensive, but there's just so much of it. Like, it's just like page after page of all of these DLC stuff, and you can never tell. Like, unless you're really in the know on it, you can't tell what it is. Like, it's just like, here's the pack that has this. It's like, okay, well, is this in that other pack? Because I can't tell.
No, you never can.
It's all a trick. Trick and a trap.
It's too much. It's too much. Like, it should be like after a certain amount of time, you just have one DLC package that all that stuff comes in. Get rid of all this nickel and dime. Just, okay, here's the $5 DLC upgrade that you have for this. After a year, all DLC is $5.
Yes, right. We'll give you everything. Come on.
Or less.
Keep it easy. Or less. At Locust Horde in the chat wants us to know that Sony's giving away a bunch of games, including Horizon Zero Dawn and
a bunch of VR games and
some indie games. You got Rez, Subnautica, Thumper, a bunch of shit. And I guess it's only on a certain day. Oh no, between April 19th. Oh no, I guess it's certain games on certain days. So Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition will be free from April 19th to May 14th.
22nd. Yeah. It's only free for a couple of days. But
no, it says May. One day.
Yeah. Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn is only free for one day.
No. It says free between April 19th and May 14th.
Is it May 14th? I thought it was only one day.
No, it sounds like it's a month.
Horizon. Okay, fine. But starting on March 25th, you'll get access to nine games such as Abzu, Enter the Gungeon, Res Infinite, Subnautica, and The Witness, as well as Astrobot Rescue Mission, Moss, Thumper, and Paper Beast for VR.
Right.
9 games that are available on March 25th through April 22nd.
Gotcha. All right.
4 of those games for PlayStation VR. So 5 games
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wombat, why don't you remind everybody of our sponsor really quick?
Sure. Our sponsor this evening was Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/CAGcast and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping.
Awesome. I'm going to skip all the rest of the shit because I want to do this raid. This is an important raid. We're going to raid Game Attack. They're doing this thing where they're trying to become the most subscribed channel on Twitch. And they're like number 30 right now. So I'm going to buy some subs once we raid in there. So if you join the raid, you could maybe get a free sub from me. And if you guys have a couple bucks lying around, maybe you could buy some subs too. It's going to be really fun. They're going to go crazy and we're going to raid them right now. So I hope that you will join us as I wait for this clock to count down. It has 4 more seconds left. Everybody go in there. I want you to go crazy when we raid them. Okay, Wombat?
Okay.
Say it.
Fred's done.